Welcome to Rhapsody 2 Little Princess. Something. Anyway, we are in chapter 3 now, which the name of this chapter is Because the Two of Us Will Always Be Together. Interesting. Basically, Sonia, I think that's how you pronounce her name, is upset. Is like, hey, you know, you're a princess. You need to stop being childish and trying to go after a Prince Charming. And Randy's like, yeah, right. Is like, well, you're enabling her, and yada yada yada. Basically, she's saying here, out of, you know, I did all these hardships because I'm a woman. But yeah, Sonia actually, it took a lot of hard work for her to gain the rank she is today, which, it gives her some background story, some character building and whatnot. It'll go more into her later on. Basically, Gio's like, please just stay here for a while. Like, basically, Uncle Gio, as she calls him, it's pretty good guy. He's like, oh, cool, you went out and whatnot, but he's like, just please, just for a little bit. Basically, they lock they barricade that door so you can't get out no more that way. That was, one of the pictures we could probably get. Oh, look at that. That's a family portrait right there. We're gonna stick with this one, though. They locked the door on us, too, it looks like. But as you can see, that chimney has a sparkle, and when it has a sparkle, you need to investigate it. If Resident Evil has taught me anything. X, square, L, and R. Even though this game's in Japanese, I can understand that. You gotta press those buttons in sequence. But, there's a little note here. This is actually a note from your father. He's not voiced, though, for some reason. Basically saying, as you know, you're your mother's daughter, I'm sure you'll find this hidden switch. Right now, we're away from the kingdom, so you're probably thinking about escaping on your own, right? Blah, blah, blah. Wait. Wait, what? I'm sorry, I'm looking at this translation guide. And basically, it says, blah, 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 sorry, I don't have time to get it. They talk about how they made this especially for her, and that the hint about square, cross, L, and R is the trick to open it, and they picked it. And they picked it after Kururu's name? What? Okay, so basically he, like, glanced over, like, a good bit of this paragraph here. Then he's like, normally I tell you not to try and leave the castle alone, but I know how much good that will do you. Your father and mother always watching over you, Kururu, your father. Well, that's kind of a bummer. Translation didn't even do that whole speech he had. Who knew what he was talking about? Probably could have been some deep lore that we're missing out on. But that's what I get for going into a Japanese-only game.
Yeah.
But yeah, just press that, those button prompts in the sequence given, and, basically you open the gate here. Hey, she's like, thanks, Dad. And then our, Sirei here, popping out of the shimmy. She's like, guesses? Is that is disturbingly accurate. So guesses? There's no guess. I've been exploring this escape route very thoroughly. Tee hee. She's like, I'm glad you came anyway. By the way, this little jingle here. Basically what they're saying here is, because the two of us will always be together. Because they're BFFs. It's cute. And at the distance, I smell a combination of cooking food and bleach. It's amazing how, you can smell other apartments with the ventilation shaft. But yeah, now you can, associate this particular video, this playthrough, to a smell. Cooking food and bleach. Very odd combination. But yeah, so, basically in this part, we're going through the escape route here. Any monsters I don't recruit during this part, I will be doing it off screen. So once again, I'll probably be a little over leveled than I normally should be. But hey, whenever I get a chance, the moment I get a chance to be able to recruit these monsters, I'm gonna take it. Yes. Also, don't forget that every time your party member leaves and joins back in your party, their equipment and puppets or monsters or whatnot is taken off, so you gotta re-equip everything, yada yada yada. That's every single time. But yes, this is actually a hidden passageway that Cornet used in the first game. As you can see, they either retconned it to look a little bit more fancier, or, you know, it has been like, what was it, 12 years since the first game? 13, 12 years, I believe it was. And they probably just took the time to fix it up, stabilize it, as one could say. A lot of red enemies here, though. Red frogs, red dragons, red mini dragons. Save this game here. Level 19. 8 hours in, oh boy. You get to see my time and how long it takes me. You actually saw it in that first slot. Actually, I forgot what the time said on the first slot there. But you saw my level there. I guarantee you by the end of this playthrough, our level's going to be much higher than that. Because I know when beating the game the first time, I wasn't trying to really go for everything. But in this part, I am gonna try to go for everything. But if I messed up and missed something, that's more of a language barrier kind of thing, in a combination of trying to follow this translation guide, which does, admittedly, has some mistakes going for it, I gotta say. Squeaky chair in the background here. But yeah, be sure to look in all the rooms to get you some nice treasures here. There's a robe here, somewhere, according to the guide. There's a robe here. I think that's it right there. That increases your defense by a little bit. There's also an item here that can heal your HP over time, like a regen effect. But yeah, just take your time, you know. Oh, we got griffins down here too, and blue slimes. Definitely gonna get us a griffin. Well, I mean, we're gonna get all these monsters, but... Shush. She shot that slime with a gun. What better way to grind on slimes than with firearms? As you can see, I'm just running around here like a doofus. Right, and that's it. That's the whole escaping the castle dungeon thing. As you can see, this is the graveyard from the first game. But we already seen this before in the previous parts. Basically, just about like they want a grand adventure, and then see right here it says suggested the haunted the mansion in the Wonder Woods, which is a haunted mansion, which we did see in the previous part, but we just couldn't enter. So now we can actually enter it in this chapter. Basically, Kururu is like, me and Ghost don't get along. Is like, are you afraid? And she's like, is that, oh, so the Blade Kururu is afraid to go? She's like, no, I'm not. Is like, okay, then let's go. And speaking of, the real reason, this is probably actually the real reason why this game was not brought to the United States. It's coming up here. Anyway, yeah, here it is. Here's the real reason why this, was not ported to the United States, I guarantee. Yep. Nah, but not really. Who knows? Who really knows the real reasons? Maybe if I research more, there might be an explanation, but... Like, looking up the game previously before, I didn't really see any real reason. But anyway, that conversation basically, as you know, that the cat girl there was from the previous game, so they are back. Basically, she's saying, yes, you can enter our fortress, da-da-da-da-da, if you get the 5, what was it, the 5 treasures, which is from the previous game. Basically, she said, in the castle is the Shadow of Beauty. Which... I think we saw that in the previous game, but I don't think it was really touched upon. Wait, what's this? Okay. I see, then, as promised, here is a medicine that will turn you into an adult. With this, even someone as flat-chested as a board will have big breasts. Go ahead and try one if you don't believe me. Huh. I don't know if that's actually a word-for-word translation or if that's just the guy paraphrasing. But as you can see, that's what happened. But basically, yeah, we're here in Orange Village. We're going to go around and, talk to people and whatnot. Now, other than just talking to the NPCs, there is going to be a little bit of stuff we're going to do before the mansion. The Haunted Mansion, excuse me. And sadly, none of these are translated into guide, so whatever they're saying is kind of up for interpretation. Like, oh, my milk was kidnapped, but then my son-in-law got me new milk. But then we found the old milk, and the milks have bonded and made a milk family. So now we have an endless supply of milk, like chickens, but with just cartons of milk. And that family was, became the richest family in the world. Next to Rosa Queen. Someday we're gonna get that dog. Just not today. But yeah, in the next part, we're gonna be tackling a few things before the Haunted Mansion. But we are gonna see the Haunted Mansion next time, too. We're just gonna go through all these NPCs first. And the chair is very squeaky. I don't know if the mic can pick it up at all. Hey, Great-Grandpa. I see you making a puppet back there. I wonder who he's about. Spoilers, we never find out anything about that green puppet. I don't even think it's brought up. I think it's just a background detail. That poor doll on the shelf there. Did you see that thing? That thing was stabbed with knives. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot more action to do in the next part, so, look forward to that.